All right. So you've been selected. Very exciting. Typically, what happens when you've been selected at a conference is that they waive the registration fee, which sometimes can be up to $2,000. So that's a big deal. You get a chance to talk about your topic that you submitted. And so I cannot stress this enough. It's really important to practice. This is something when I first got selected to my first conference in 2007, I practice at my house with a basically I made a makeshift podium out of some diaper boxes, and I ended up had the TV on with the volume off and had the laptop. So basically, a makeshift podium. And I kid you not, I practiced every single night for 21 straight days leading up to the conference. I mean, I knew my topic, but I was so petrified of getting up on stage that that seemed like a good thing to do. And I can't stress the importance of practicing out loud. So it's not good enough to just look at your slides. You really have to do this out loud. I think with some of the subsequent conferences, I've also been known to drive around and practice speaking out loud. So you don't need to know. I mean, it's harder in that when you're driving, you don't have the slides right in front of you, but you kind of get the gist. So that's something else that I did. And something that I started doing relatively recently is I took a class from Dale Carnegie on how to make better presentations. And one of my classmates actually said, "Hey, if you want to practice, I'd be happy to be your audience member." So that kind of gave me this idea. Okay, well, so now when I get selected for a conference, when I put together my presentation, I actually send out an invite to some of my coworkers and say, "Hey, you want to just gather around for lunch and give me feedback on my presentation?" So that's been really helpful. And again, having started speaking in 2007, literally, I think with each conference, I would practice less and less to the point where it's gotten now where I'm relatively comfortable just going in and maybe doing a rehearsal at the hotel room. So after I fly in, once over, I think to date, there's been one conference where I did not practice a single time and I just went straight for it, but that's not really what I recommend. So I do recommend practice, speaking out loud, just giving you some ideas on how you can do this. Very, very helpful. I mean, can't say enough how important it is to practice.